The Clay Lady Tigers start the new year at home as they take on the Chapman Irish in a North Central Kansas League showdown. The state-ranked Lady Tigers from the Den. Pre-game is here. It's being brought to you tonight by Clay County National Bank and RW Pest Control. The Lady Tigers come in with just one loss on the season, state-ranked, trying to make another move in the NCKL against Chapman tonight from the Den. Stay with us. Our pregame talk with Coach Jeff Edwards is on the way next.
Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of a job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers, from your fans of Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Here at RW Pest Control, being locally owned and operated means taking pride in our community and being thankful to serve and support the areas where we grew up. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may be surprised by how much we can save you. RW Pest Control is a proud supporter of the Clay Center community and Tiger Athletics. Call us today for your free estimate or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards, as we get set to open up this 2018 portion of the season. First, Coach, Happy New Year. And as we talked before coming on the air, you said the Lady Tigers ready to go play somebody else. They've gone head-to-head enough against each other, it sounds like.
Yeah, we played our sixth game before break, and usually that comes that Tuesday after break. So we had a few extra practices and spent plenty of time in the gym over break from the 28th on, and we've been going at each other pretty hard, trying to improve on some things and put some new stuff in, and I think they're ready to see an opponent.
I think one thing you can note about the Lady Tigers, you mentioned this too off the air, is that sometimes with holiday schedules, it's just tough for families to get things in they need to get in. You said your girls were there and ready to go on every practice. That's saying something about their commitment.
Yeah, they definitely are committed, and sometimes over break it's nice to take a trip out and do stuff with family. But every single player was there, every single practice, and I was really impressed with that because not too many years does that happen where you've got 100% attendance for all the practices, no sickness, no vacation. So I was happy to have those girls there.
Let's talk about the final matchup you guys had, the road trip into Concordia to close out the 2017 portion of the year. Again, we see balance, 3 players in double digits. Concordia, gave you some struggles at times, but you just kind of wore them down and stuck to your process, I guess, and made good things happen.
Yeah, I think it took us 7 minutes to score, which that was scaring me a little bit. They packed in a zone pretty tight and went with a box one on Hannah to start, which that wasn't anything that we had worked with or anything like that. But basically all it took was getting the lid off the bucket and then keeping ourselves out of foul trouble, which at the end of the first half, we were in foul, and we had a 1-point lead. So that's when I decided to pull it out and see if he'd come man. And we got a nice little rest for about two minutes of that 2.5 minutes there. They didn't even come out and get us, and went into halftime with a lead and with no one with 3 fouls. So that was the goal, and it worked out.
I always enjoy watching crowds' reactions when those things happen. You're going to put your will on the game, and Concordia decided to just stand their ground too, and so both teams kind of stared at each other for a while, and the crowd, of course, reacting to what should be happening in their minds, and you got the goal you wanted out of that, though, because both teams were in some foul trouble for that matter, and it probably was an aid for you guys to come out and not have to play with quite kid's glove in the second half like you might have had to.
Yeah, exactly, and it's it's like a little chess match, and usually even our crowd doesn't like it, even though we're up and without a shot clock in high school, it makes a team have to choose between staying back or coming out and going man, and sometimes that means you got to wait a little bit. But I think that you saw once we got them softened up a little bit and they couldn't play the gimmick anymore. I think we scored on our first 4 possessions. At the time that we started finally taking the lid off the bucket. I think it was 10-0, and from that point on, we went to a different defense, a diamond one, which I'd mentioned that we were going to try, and at that point, I think we went on a 27-4 run. So that was truly the difference in the game.
An impressive finish to go into this new year, and now you get a chance to go back into the NCKL, a Chapman Irish team that this is a team, another one of those NCKL teams that's kind of scary, is the best way I can describe them. They've got talent, they're pesky, they get after you, and if they get something going offensively, they can be really, really dangerous.
Yeah, they are. They're 7 or 8 points away from being a 6-0 team, which, you look at their record at 3-3, but they've lost to state-ranked Marysville by just a few. They lost to state-ranked Abilene by just a few. And they went to overtime with Wamego, which is a game that, I know Nick Evans, the coach, would like to have back up there at Wamego, but it's a good team that's beaten Rossville, and they're rather young, but they have some, athleticism. They were solid in volleyball. They're starting to get a little confidence in their girls' athletic program. So definitely not one that we can overlook, and we've been preparing for it for the last 4 or 5 nights. So hopefully we're ready to roll tonight.
Well, looking forward to seeing this team keep it going into 2018. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. Let's go get them tonight.
All right, thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
One day they're playing grown-up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expenses may seem out of reach. We can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Carrie Spielman. Let's work together on strategies to help you tackle growing college expenses. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street in Clay Center for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We've moved. Stop by and visit me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman, at the new Farm Bureau Financial Services location in Clay Center. Our location has changed, but you can still count on the same great service you've come to expect from us. To learn more about how we make it simple to protect what's most important to you, your family, home, car, and future, stop by our office at 535 Court Street in Clay Center today. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
'Tis the season of reflection, a time to look back over the past year and count our blessings. As Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed celebrates another year of business, they acknowledge their friends, neighbors, and customers that have helped shape them into the company they are today. They continue to be a farmer-focused company, grateful for every opportunity at hand. Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed looks forward to serving you in the new year and helping you succeed in the field.
When it's freezing outside, but you still need to get your medications, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy makes it easy for you with their drive-through apothecary. Located right by the hospital in Clay Center, there's no need to get out of your car any more than you have to. Just swing by Patterson's Apothecary to get your prescription filled, then you're on your way. Professional service, friendly faces, and a convenient location. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is looking out for you and your health. Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Republican Valley Irrigation, Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, Citizens National Bank at Clay Center, Greenland, Concordia, and Belleville, by Subway at Clay Center, Blue Valley Telecommunications, Midwest Regional Agency Jim Gearham, Walsh to Value Appliance and Lumber, TSI Kansas Clay Center, United Bank and Trust, and Central Valley Ag.
Well, welcome to the Tigers Den on a Friday night. Phil Casper in for Rocky Downing tonight here in the Tigers Den as the Clay Center Tigers get set to take on the Chapman Irish. Now, some teams got back underway for Christmas break on Tuesday, but everybody back in action tonight after that Christmas break. And if you remember back to Concordia, Clay Center Lady Tigers coming off a win, Tiger boys really, one got away from them. They feel like that was a game they should have won, and they probably should have, but a lot of momentum coming out of that game for an Irish team that is coming in at 3-3, but they're 0-3 in the NCKL. That on the, or rather 1-2 in the NCKL. Now on the girls' side, Lady Tigers come in at 5-1. Their lone loss to state-ranked Marysville. Good one tonight in Marysville as the Abilene Cowboys come to town there. We'll keep you posted on that. Lady Tigers 5-1. Chapman Irish Again, 0-3 in the NCKL. They're 3-3 overall on the year. But this is a Chapman Irish team that we've seen over the last couple of years. One senior on the team last year, so a team with a lot of experience that will come up and bite you if you're not careful. Lady Tigers and Coach Jeff Edwards are well aware of that. Lady Tigers at 5-1. Chapman is 3-3. We'll take a break. Back with more after these.
As a third-generation seed company, Oldie Seed has pioneered the development of soil-specific hybrids that thrive in your soils. Our Know to Grow research program is the largest in the Midwest and utilizes advanced technologies including Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link soybeans. Oldie's research program delivers top yields while helping you win the war on resistant weeds. This season, don't settle for anything less than a soil-specific seed from Oldie Seed.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's a tech tip from Blue Valley Telecommunications. Do you know what bandwidth is, or megabytes? Bandwidth is the amount of information your internet connection can move. It's described in megabytes or megs. How much bandwidth you need depends upon how many devices you have and what you're going to use your internet for. Your bandwidth speed is split when it enters into your house. If you have only a 5 meg connection with 5 users, each user could end up getting only 1 meg, which can cause things to load really slowly. If you have questions about your speed, give us a call, 877-876-1228.
Angus beef is known for superior taste, and the certified Angus brand at Ray's Apple Market meets 10 exacting standards for marbling, tenderness, juiciness, and flavor. Take the confusion out of buying beef by looking for the certified Angus beef label at Ray's Apple Market and get exceptional flavor every time.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Back at the Tigers Den on a Friday night. Phil Casper in for Rocky Downing tonight. Our studio engineer is Bernie Fansella. Again, Lady Tigers on the floor warming up. Chapman warming up on their end. For the Lady Tigers, they're led by freshman Clara Edwards, who's been phenomenal this year, averaging almost 14 points a game and almost 8 rebounds. She's right at 7.7, the 6-foot freshman. Hannah Ferguson, the senior, 11 points a game from Hannah. Really has yet to explode this year, and she will. That time is coming. A little slow start out of the gate last year, but waiting on Hannah to erupt a little bit, so we'll see what happens with that. Addie Mullen, the junior, averaging 3 steals per game. Very quick up and down the court. A lot of fun to watch. Just about a minute out here. We'll take one more break. They'll announce starters. We'll be back for basketball after these.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, contact Colton with Frontier Ag Supply, 785-630-0596.
In this risky market, does your farm have the protection it needs? Farmers Union Insurance is committed to providing our farm families with complete insurance solutions for every operation, large or small. We have products to cover everything from crops to combines, homes to barns, autos to auto steer and your tractors. Our products will help manage your risk and keep you protected from the unknown. Give me, Jim Gearhan, a call at 632-3264 or stop by our office at 426 Lincoln Avenue in downtown Clay Center. We are proud to support the Tiger Athletics.
The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan is continually in tune with the latest advances in medical treatments and therapies. One of these is called dry needling. This technique provides a stimulus to muscular trigger points, which leads to favorable biochemical changes. The result? Pain reduction for a variety of issues including neck, back, and shoulder pain, as well as common conditions such as carpal tunnel syndrome and tennis elbow. Visit the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan. The greatest comebacks begin here.
A full-time custom applicator position is available at Crop Production Services in Clay Center. There are many facets to this job, including handling of packaged chemicals, operating spray equipment, as well as computers on equipment, mixing of pesticides and fertilizers, maintaining records, assisting the mechanic in daily inspection of vehicles, just to name a few. If you're looking for good work that offers insurance and benefits, apply in person at CPS on the west side of Clay Center on Highway 24.
Are you considering buying or building a new home in the near future, or are you a first-time home buyer? This is Keith Blake with Union State Bank, and I invite you to come in and visit with me before you make your next home purchase. We have a variety of loan packages available, including construction loans, conventional loans, and loans for the first-time home buyer. Let us help you pick the finance package that works best for you and get you into the new home of your dreams. We work to be your bank, Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
TSI Kansas and Clay Center would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the farmers and truck drivers that chose our full-service diesel repair shop. We're glad to provide the necessary maintenance and repairs needed on your truck or trailer so that you can get the load where it needs to be safely and on time. We look forward to another wonderful year. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your success. TSI Kansas and Clay Center. Give us a call at 785-632-5183 for all your diesel maintenance and repair needs.
Back in the Tigers Den on a Friday evening. Phil Casper joining you along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fancella. Starting lineups are being announced. And for the Chapman Irish, it'll be a 5'9" sophomore, McKenna Kirkpatrick, 5'6" senior, Brianna Loy, one of three seniors on that team. Peyton Souther, a 5'8" sophomore, Ashlyn Bledsoe, a 5'8" sophomore, and Riley Davis, a 5'8" senior. Irish are coached by Nick Evans. And for the Clay Center Lady Tigers, Hannah Ferguson, the 6'1" senior, will go for the Tigers. Addie Mullen, a 5'4" junior, again averaging 3 steals a game. Sid Calloway, 5'8" senior, averaging 6 rebounds a game for the Tigers. Aaron Hamill, a 5'8" junior, and a lights-out three-point shooter. You remember the last game in the Tigers' Den, I believe Aaron with 5 three-pointers in that game. And Claire Edwards, the 6-foot freshman, averaging 13.7 points, 7.7 boards a game for the freshman. Lady Tigers again come in at 5-1. Their lone loss to Marysville, who is playing Abilene. We'll keep an eye on that game. That's 2 state-ranked teams in the Marysville Bulldogs. They are in 4A Division II this season, playing Abilene 4A Division I. Both teams are ranked. Chapman comes in looking for that first NCKO win. They are 0-3 in the league, 3-3 overall. Hannah Ferguson will jump along with McKenna Kirkpatrick for Chapman. And Kirkpatrick, a 5'9" sophomore. Hannah Ferguson, 6'1" senior. And we are set to get underway. Ball up and will be controlled by Chapman. Clay Center will come down. They'll open up in a 1-3-1 zone. Now driving to the hoop is Chapman, and thrown away is Peyton Souther, is cutting towards the baseline, and the baseline was cut off. So Addie Mullen will walk it down for the Tigers. Across the timeline, Chapman out in a man-to-man on the Tigers. Lob pass now underneath to Ferguson, loses it, now taps it back in. Claire Edwards there to get it, is trying to, a great idea, Hannah Ferguson had got a step, and now in trouble is Hamill, and just a little help from Mullen. And Clay Center a little out of sorts on this first possession. Right wing now to Ferguson. She stands, turns and looks. Nobody on her. They've backed off. Now underneath, Claire Edwards driving in the lane. Can't get the shot to go, and she's headed to the line shooting 2. The first foul will go to Riley Davis of the Irish. So Claire Edwards will step to the line and shoot 2. First one from Edwards is good. Haley Franson set to come in for the Tigers. Edwards, second free throw, up and down. So Aaron Hamill will get a break. Haley Franson on the floor. Franson, a 5'6" junior, and now full court press on from the Tigers. Chapman, not a lot of trouble breaking it. They get it down. Now baseline pass to Kirkpatrick. Tries driving, cut off by Edwards. Now tries driving at the top of the key. Kicks it back out. Three-pointer from Loy off the mark, and that's going to go out of bounds to the Tigers. Haley Franson comes off the bench early. A great sixth man for these Lady Tigers. Mullen will run it down. Clay Center with the early 2-0 lead. Sid Calloway back up top to Franson. Franson looking right, wants Mullen, and now nearly has it picked off as trying to force that pass to Addie Mullen. And Chapman, that's some pretty good defense very early. Anna Ferguson now trying to get it in, and Addie Mullen not ready to go, and Coach Jeff Edwards asked Hannah Ferguson why she's taking the ball out. Now Edwards at the top of the key, dribbles right wing Calloway underneath to Ferguson, and she's going to be fouled. And that is Riley Davis' second foul. So Riley Davis is going to pick up 2 early fouls, the 5'8" senior, and Coach Nick Evans is going to have to pull her. Lindsay Anderson, the other senior, third senior on this Chapman Irish lineup, will come in. Davis now with 2 fouls just a minute and a half into the game. Mullen now at the baseline, holds, now drives, kicks it left to Calloway. A Calloway elbow to Edwards, right wing to Franson, back up top to Mullen. Chapman's dropped to a zone. Inside Ferguson, turns, top of the key Franson, right wing to Mullen, and Chapman doing a very good job defensively, not giving anything. Cross-court Mullen on the wing now drives, and she took steps. So Chapman has fallen back to a 2-3 zone, but they are not allowing the Tigers to anyone to shoot outside of Hannah Ferguson. They've given her a little space out there, but no one else. Clay Center is going to stay in that man-to-man. Lob pass inside, gets away from the Irish. Now tossed back in, ball loose, and Chapman comes up with it. And now numbers on the other end for Bledsoe as she drives, kicks it out to Kirkpatrick, laying good. So nice recovery by the Irish on what was a loose ball. Down court quickly is Calloway, floater, no, and she's fouled. So Sid Calloway will head to the line shooting 2. Calloway averaging about 7 points a game. But very, very good underneath the basket. First free throw from Calloway off the mark. Score remains 2-2. Second one from Sid, in and out, and rebound to the Irish. Down court come the Irish. Clay Center will stay man-to-man. Near steal now by Mullen, and that's going to be out of bounds off Chapman as Addie Mullen got a hand on it and then went off the hand of Ashlyn Bledsoe trying to save it. So Clay Center with the turnover, and again, Addie averaging about 3 steals per game. Mullen across the timeline. Holds left. Now she'll go right to Hamill. Top of the key to Calloway. Back to Edwards. Addie Mullen's going to bring it back up top and carry the basketball. Coach Jeff Edwards not happy with what he's seeing. Chapman now, a little trouble getting it in, but they do, and now across the timeline. Bledsoe now. She'll kick it left to Souther. Right to Loy. Tries driving. Now in the lane. Finds Kirkpatrick. Lay in good. Kirkpatrick has all 4 of the Irish points, and it's a 4-2 Chapman lead. And Coach Jeff Edwards really unhappy with the way his Lady Tigers have come out and just haven't been able to get into anything. But part of that is Chapman's defense, and now Edwards is going to be fouled as she tries driving to the lane. That is 4 fouls on the Irish. That one will go to Bledsoe. And I believe that's her second. As Kylie Adams now into the game. That is Bledsoe's second. So Bledsoe and Riley Davis both with 2 inbounds. Now to Mullen. She's going to bring it back up top and try to get something going with this offense. 2-3 zone from Chapman, but it is a loose zone, and they're very, very quick and aggressive. Cross court, Hamill thought about three. Now back over. She goes to Mullen. Lob pass up top to Sid Calloway to Edwards right. Hamill, three off glass, won't go. Rebound from Calloway back to Ferguson. Top of the key, Mullen, three. And yes, Addie hits a three. And that was some great ball handling. And now Coach Jeff Edwards wants a timeout. 4:02 left in the first period. It's a 5-4 Lady Tiger lead when we come back.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's weed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan, we'll utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates to come up with site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we offer customized solutions to help your crops thrive.
Well, a three-pointer from Addie Mullen gives the Tigers the lead back, 5-4. They lead over Chapman, but Coach Jeff Edwards still not happy with what he's seeing out of his Lady Tigers, and that was just a great job of ball handling, a good rebound from Calloway to Ferguson to Mullen for three. So, and now a near steal again, that time by Hamill, as now Chapman with a little trouble getting it in. Clay Center still in that full-court press. And now Chapman with a little bit of trouble. Now they do get it in as Brianna Loy brings it across the timeline, met by Sid Calloway. Now tries driving baseline, cut off by Sid. Now she'll do a floater in the lane. Strong. Rebound loose, and now a jump ball, and that'll be possession to the Lady Tigers. Not a good high percentage shot for the Irish, and Clay Center able to capitalize on it. Now Chapman back now into a man-to-man. Inside pass to Ferguson. Turnaround jumper from 5 feet, and she's going to be fouled. That one's going to be on McKenna Kirkpatrick, the 5th Irish team foul, and now Coach Nick Evans voicing his displeasure with this officiating crew. 5 fouls on the Irish as Ferguson steps up and buries the first one. Ferguson's second free throw on the way and misses loose. Now a tie-up as Haley Franson just into the game ties up on the rebound and a jump ball called. That'll go to Chapman. Now Chapman does get the ball across the timeline. Driving all the way is going to be Kirkpatrick, and now Clay Center with their first foul as Kirkpatrick floats one in there. Ball won't go, but McKenna Kirkpatrick will head to the line shooting 2. First foul called on the Lady Tigers. Free throw from Kirkpatrick is good. She has 5 now. All 5 of the Irish points. Misses a second strong. Rebound to Franson. Outlet to Mullen, and now she's going to hold up. Chapman back to a 2-3. Near takeaway again for the Tigers, or for Chapman. Right wing Hamill underneath Edwards. Drives around one defender. Floater up. Won't go. A lot of contact. No call. Rebound to the Irish. Down court quickly come the Irish. There's Kirkpatrick. Left side she goes to Peyton Souther, and somebody besides Kirkpatrick has scored, and Chapman has the lead back at 7-6 with 2:45 left in the first. Hamill cross court to Mullen. Underneath baseline, skip pass Ferguson to Clara Edwards, and what a look from Hannah Ferguson. Back door to Clara Edwards. 8-7 now. Clay Center's got it back, and now driving is Loy. She floats another one in the lane. Nothing there. Hamill has it. Outlet pass to Mullen. Cross court. Edwards floater, and she's fouled. And shot won't go, but Clara Edwards back to the line shooting 2. Edwards hit her first 2. And let's see who they called that foul on. That foul is on Lindsay Anderson, her first. Edwards' first free throw is good. Clara Edwards now with 5 points. Clay Center up 9-7. And this is a Chapman team that a lot of experience. Second free throw, good. One senior on that Irish team last year, so a lot of playing experience for this team. Clay Center's going to stay in this press, and Chapman has had a little trouble. Now they do get it in, but knocked out by Addie Mullen. Good defense again by the Tigers. Now Chapman trying to get it back in, and now they do. And now driving is McKenna Kirkpatrick. She'll kick it right to Kylie Adams. Shot won't go. Rebound Ferguson. Gets it out to Mullen. She's going to slow it down. 2-3 zone from Chapman. Baseline three. Hamill, no, won't go strong. That's going to go back into the corner. Irish have it. Hannah Ferguson defending. And now the Tigers will back off. They'll stay in a man-to-man. Allow the Irish to bring it across. Kirkpatrick now. Left side she goes to Souther. Back to Kirkpatrick. Turnaround jumper from 10. Yes. McKenna Kirkpatrick, her 7th point. And it's a 10-9 Tiger lead with 1:20 left in the first. Haley Franson out on the right wing. Cross court to Mullen. Left side tries driving. Now baseline Ferguson inside. Sid Calloway goes up strong and gets it to fall. Nice move by Calloway between two defenders. Clay Center back to a 3-point lead. Now Chapman with the basketball. Man-to-man from Clay Center. They're going to stay in it. Brianna Lloyd tries driving. Now has to kick it back out. And there's Kirkpatrick again from 20. Won't go. Good rebound that time by Chapman. That's Peyton Souther, and they're going to get, I think, Aaron Hamill with a foul, and that is a foul on Hamill. It'll go out of bounds to the Irish. That's Hamill's first. Clara Edwards will come back in, give Hannah Ferguson a break. Edwards has 6 first quarter points for the Lady Tigers. Lob pass inside, loose. And Aaron Hamill had it for a minute, but now Chapman comes back up with it somehow. And now a skip pass over right side. Easy putback for Brianna Loy. Aaron Hamill had that basketball and just lost it. And Clay Center had gone down to the other end to play offense. So easy 2 for the Irish. Now Addie Mullen, left wing 3 ball for her second. No, won't go strong. Rebound to the Irish. Nearly lost it out of bounds, and now they do recover it. And with 25 seconds left, the Irish will try to hold for one, but Clay Center's going to come out, and now Kirkpatrick underneath the basket all by herself. Up for another 2. Addie Mullen now driving the lane. Not much there. Gets it to Franson, left wing, top of the key, Edwards. Right wing 3 ball, Hamill, no, strong. Rebound Edwards, puts it back. It's good if it goes, and it does. So Clay Center, not a great first quarter, and Coach Jeff Edwards just about to let his team know his displeasure, but the Lady Tigers do lead it 14-13 after 1. We'll bring you back after these.
Valley Irrigation and AgSense have teamed up to take work and worry off your shoulders. With a suite of remote farm management tools and a digital cell network, AgSense is flexible, easy, and affordable. It even provides cable theft monitoring. To see how AgSense fits your farm, contact your local Valley dealer today. In Clay Center, see Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Don't have time to stop by a bank to open an account? No problem. With United Bank and Trust, we make it easy by bringing our bank to you. Whether you're at home, at work, or anywhere you have access to a computer, simply go to ubankonline.com and click on the Open an Account icon. Save time by opening an account online with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
Well, 1 quarter in the books. Clay Center leading 14-13 over a tough Chapman Irish team. Claire Edwards with 8 first quarter points. McKenna Kirkpatrick with 9 for the Lady Irish. Now Chapman's going to come back out in a man-to-man as Clay Center will start the second with possession. Trouble getting it in, and Sid Calloway does get it into Mullen. So Chapman out man-to-man. A good defensive quarter for the Irish, and there's a near takeaway. They're going to say that went off of Haley Franson as Addie Mullen trying to force that pass over to Franson. And Chapman not buying it. So Chapman will get a turnover and the ball. Chance to take the lead, and now driving is Riley Davis back in with 2 and out of bounds off Clay Center. She has 2 fouls, picked them up in the first minute and a half. Davis back on the floor. Clay Center man-to-man. They'll stick with it. They have yet to come out of that. Lob pass inside to Bledsoe. Now she's going to drive in the lane. Floater rattles around the rim. Won't go. Rebound Ferguson. Here comes Addie Mullen. 3-on-3 numbers on the other end. Mullen to Sid Calloway. Driving. Fall-away jumper in the lane. Knocked to the ground. Won't go. And now a foul is going to be called on Clara Edwards on that board. So Clara Edwards is going to pick up her first, and ball will go back to Chapman. Claire Edwards is going to come out as Coach Jeff Edwards not real happy with anybody on the floor right now. Chapman with the ball. Clay Center in that full court press man-to-man. Top of the key now. Bledsoe, floater in the lane, yes. The lead back to Chapman, 15-14. Hamill now, left wing. Tries driving underneath. Cross-court Mullen. Out on the right wing. Back to Hamill. Looking baseline. Cross-court. Dangerous pass to Mullen. Now right elbow is Ferguson. That's going to be strong. Rebound knocked around. That's going to be out of bounds off Sid Calloway. Clay Center sticking in that full court press. Chapman now a little trouble getting it in, and now a 5-second violation by the Irish. And Nick Evans saying that was an awfully quick 5 seconds, but Clay Center wins the ball, and Coach Evans not going to make any friends with that near side official. Mullen now, left wing, she'll shoot 3, yes, and buries her second. So Addie Mullen left alone just long enough to set, and Clay Center gets the lead back, 17-15. 2 minutes into the second period. Now Kirkpatrick, 10-footer from the right elbow, and she's got the hot hand for the Irish. Here comes Mullen, down court. Left baseline 3, Sid Calloway, no, short. Rebound to Chapman. Calloway got the look she wanted, but just short, 17-17. And McKenna Kirkpatrick, a 5'9" sophomore for the Irish, has 11 points for the Irish. Now Souther, she'll go right side from 20 and buries it. And it's a 19-17 Irish lead. Mullen, down court to Hamill. Inside, Edwards, down low. Ferguson pulls her way in, won't go. Rebound to Chapman. I think Hannah Ferguson was expecting a lot more contact than came. Now a foul is going to be called on Addie Mullen. That'll go out of bounds to Chapman, so Mullen will pick up her first. And Peyton Souther will bring it in for the Irish. Man-to-man from Clay Center. And now we've got a baseline violation on Chapman. And Coach Nick Evans gets the explanation and is nodding his head in agreement. I didn't see it. And it looked like it was not Souther who was throwing it in. But it goes back to the Tigers, and that is going to be knocked out of bounds off Hamill, back to the Irish. So Chapman with a 2-point lead. They're up 19-17 with 5:20 left in the first half. So now officials come over to the scorer's table as may have had a substitution issue for the Tigers, and Reagan Henry checking in, and Coach Jeff Edwards not liking the explanation he's getting, but regardless, Reagan Henry on the floor came in for Clara Edwards, and scorer's table missed it, and now an offensive foul on the Irish, and that's going to be on Brianna Loy. We're going to say a push. This is going to put Clay Center into a one-on-one, so Addie Mullen will go to the line, and neither one of these coaches will be sending Christmas cards to this crew anytime soon. Not either one real happy. Addie Mullen buries the first. Second one on the way from Mullen, and she buries both of them, so back to a tie game. 19-19, 5:18 left in the first half, and now ball loose, and now a foul's going to be called, and this is either going to be on Hamill or Ferguson. I think it's on Erin Hamill, and that is on Erin Hamill. That'll be her second. So Hamill's going to come out, Haley Franson in. Clay Center staying in that man-to-man defense. They won't come out of it very often, and now underneath pass to Ashlyn Bledsoe all by herself and an easy lay-in, and Chapman gets the lead back. Reagan Henry now on the left wing. Cross court she goes to Mullen. Right wing three, now drives. Baseline, kicks it back to Henry for three. No, won't go. Rebound to Chapman. Reagan had a good look. Just couldn't get it to fall. Irish down court quickly, and now a foul's going to be called on Haley Franson. Now the next one will put Chapman at the line. This will go out of bounds to the Irish. Inbounds, another easy look inside to Souther, and it's almost like the Tigers have no idea Peyton Souther is on the floor, and Coach Jeff Edwards calls a timeout. 23-19, Irish lead, 4:41 left in the first half. Back after these.
Wallace Tree Value has a coupon sale going on until January 30th, so stop in and save on a multitude of items like storage containers, light bulbs, and cleaning supplies. You can get surge suppressor outlet strips for $6.99, electrical tape for 50 cents, paint supplies, and wall repair items like backlinks, cutting knives, caulking, drop cloths, and paper towels. If you didn't get a copy of our sale, stop in and grab one and save some money on items you need at Wallace Tree Value. Beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
Long before Bill Snyder ever strolled the campus of Kansas State, the doctors at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center have been serving as the team's physicians. Having helped thousands of K-State athletes for over 30 years, you too can trust the skilled care and knowledge of the professional staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. Located at 1600 Charles Place in Manhattan, they have everything they need to get you up and running once again. Find them online at kansasortho.com. Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. The greatest comebacks begin here.
Well, a 60-second timeout for the Lady Tigers, and Coach Jeff Edwards really unhappy with the way his Lady Tigers have come out and played, and they just have not been able to get anything going. Now, Chapman defensively playing a very good game and causing the Lady Tigers all kinds of issues. But some unforced errors by the Tigers have put them into a 4-point hole. They trail 23-19. Ferguson top of the key, turns, looks, now kicks it right to Hamill. Cross court to Mullen, and again, the Lady Tigers just making some very uncharacteristic errors. That pass well off the mark from Hamill to Mullen. Irish get it inbounds. Down court comes Lloyd. She'll take it all the way to the baseline. Now kick it back out to Bledsoe for three. Won't go. Rebound underneath Souther, and again, they've just forgotten she's on the court. Now Bledsoe will drive lane, easy lay-in. Ashlyn Bledsoe has 6, all in this quarter, and the Irish now lead by that number, 25-19. 3:50 left. in this first half. Callaway, right to Franson. She'll back it out at the point. Looking left. Now gets it to Ferguson, turns, top of the key. Goes right side to Hamill, who loses the basketball and double dribbles. Clara Edwards will come back in, and Aaron Hamill out. So 3:36 left in the second period, and the Lady Tigers trail 25-19. Riley Davis back in the game with two. Now underneath pass is going to be taken away by Sid Callaway. Callaway, skip pass, left side, Ferguson, out, left wing, Mullen, three, no, short, rebound to the Irish. Clay Center with a chance there and couldn't capitalize. Other end, Brianna Loy in the lane. Lob pass out top to Bledsoe. Now driving in the lane. Gets it to go, and she's going to be fouled. So Ashlyn Bledsoe, her 8th point in this second quarter. And a chance to get her 9th. She'll shoot one. Substitution for Chapman. Bledsoe stands ready to go. Free throw up and rattles out. Rebound to Edwards. Outlet to Mullen. Mullen wanting to run. Coach Jeff Edwards telling her to back it out. She does. Now dribbles left. Picks up her dribble. Gets help from Franson. Now down low on the left side. Back to Mullen up top. Mullen walks it right. Man-to-man defense from the Irish. Ferguson, top of the key, turns, looks. Has the ball knocked loose. Ball loose. Addie Mullen comes up with a lot of contact. No call. Now Mullen's going to drive lane strong. Rebound Edwards. Shot back up. Won't go, but Claire Edwards is fouled. That foul is going to be on, I think he said 10. That's on Kirkpatrick. That's her second. So Claire Edwards gets 2. First one up and down. And it's 27-20. Edwards will have one more. Second free throw up and good. Claire Edwards, 6 for 6 at the line. 10 points from the freshman. Aaron Hamill back on the floor. Claire Edwards is going to come out. 27-21. Clay Center trails 2:22. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with Tiger senior wrestler Gavin Ware. You want to stay tuned for that. Irish now with the basketball on the other end. Bledsoe back it out, man-to-man from the Tigers. Kylie Adams with the ball, defended well by Haley Franson. Gets rid of it to Bledsoe. Now Souther. Back to Bledsoe in the lane. 5-footer from Bledsoe, yes. Ashlyn Bledsoe has really looked good. She has 10 points, and now Coach Nick Evans wants a timeout. Minute 47 left in the first half. 29-21. Chapman leads Clay Center when we come back.
Central Valley Ag has the privilege of serving many great ag producers. Families in it for the long haul, like Craig and Jan Frenzen of Fullerton.
As young as I can remember, I always wanted to be in this occupation, and I've been fortunate to do that.
The Frenzens and Central Valley Ag have a relationship that's been developing for over 30 years.
It comes down to a trust and relationships.
Great committed ag producers like Craig and Jan Frenzen of Fullerton and the entire staff of Central Valley Ag, building agriculture together.
Well, Clay Center Lady Tigers find themselves in a hole, 29-21, a minute 47 left in this first half. It's just a lot of uncharacteristic errors from the Lady Tigers, and Coach Jeff Edwards is probably going to have quite a bit to say at halftime. Play center with the ball. Addie Mullen walks it down, getting instructions from Edwards. Now she'll dribble left, calls out her offense. Chapman back to his zone. Hamill, baseline three, short, rebound to the Irish, and Clay Center just with nobody in position to even contest that rebound. Now down court, and that ball is going to be loose, taken away by Hamill. Here comes Hamill. Down court, Edwards, left side, defended, laying up and down, strong. Oh, he's going to say no shot. The far backside official came running in and called traveling on Edwards. And the shot went, and I think the official closest had a foul called, but now this official getting an earful from Coach Jeff Edwards, and you can't blame him. He was not in good position to see that, and that was right in my line of view, and now a foul's going to be called on Addie Mullen, and Clay Center with all kinds of problems right now as Chapman will head to the line shooting 1-on-1. Clay Center trailing 29-21 to Chapman at halftime. Marysville girls lead Abilene 24-16. Reagan Henry back in. As Brianna Loy stands at the line, shooting 1-on-1. Free throw from Loy. Strong rebound, Chapman. Good rebound by Chapman. McKenna Kirkpatrick couldn't get it to go. Outlet. Reagan Henry, skip pass, right side, Edwards, out of bounds, and they're going to say off Edwards. Reagan Henry, good job bringing that ball down, but skip pass over to the right side to Claire Edwards, and that ball went out of bounds. The official right there immediately called it off Clay Center, so Chapman will get it back under a minute. They lead 29-21. Souther, right side, stops, 10-foot, bangs it home. Peyton Souther all by herself again, and Clay Center down by double digits. Henry brings it down for the Tigers. Looking right. Gets it down low to Edwards. Back cross court, left wing, Franson, cross court to Edwards. Turnaround jumper from Edwards, good. But Claire Edwards gets the lead cut back to 8. And with 22 seconds, Chapman will not hold. They're going to drive, and that's Kirkpatrick driving all the way. Can't get it to go. Rebound to the Tigers. Claire Edwards out of there with it. Down court to Henry with 10. Henry sets up with 7. She's got to go. Now she does. And now Clay Center throws the basketball away. Hannah Ferguson just lost the basketball trying to get it to Claire Edwards. You could see what she was trying to do, but with 2 seconds left, Chapman could have a shot, and I don't even think they're going to take one. They'll let the clock run out. Clay Center is going to head to halftime trailing 31-23. We'll take a break, bring you back a little bit. We'll hear from Tigers senior wrestler Gavin Ware. That's coming up.
If this season of life you find yourself with some mobility issues, then it's time to talk with the experienced staff at Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center. They have a wide variety of durable medical equipment and supplies to make your day-to-day activities easier and safer. If you're diabetic, Patterson's has special shoes to help with circulation. Plus, they have walkers, crutches, wheelchairs, canes, bath rails, and portable oxygen supplies. Patterson's Health Mart is there to help you through each season of life.
Intensive sampling, Veris soil mapping, and variable rate application of fertilizers can improve the efficiency of nutrient management. CS Precision Ag can assess nutrient availability of different areas within a field and recommend the right product to improve your bottom line. New customers for the fall are currently being accepted at CS Precision Ag. They serve producers throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact Clayton Bott or visit them online at csprecisionag.com.
Great taste, fresh ingredients, lots of menu choices, all made to order with fast and friendly service. It all adds up to Subway, the one place where you can build your own meal exactly the way you like it. Subway in Clay Center is proud to sponsor CCCHS athletes, and whether you're heading to the game or getting ready to hit the road for home, the crew at Subway looks forward to seeing and serving you. Tiger fans and Subway, a winning combination.
Crop Production Service is constantly looking for ways to help your bottom line grow. And with the Loveland products available, you'll get the results you want. From seed treatment and plant nutrition to fertilizer and crop protection, Crop Production Service offers top-of-the-line solutions to grow your crops, your bottom line, and your operation. Connect with your local CPS expert and experience the innovative products from Loveland. Crop Production Service, here to help you grow.
Well, at Clay Center, Lady Tigers find themselves in an 8-point hole. They trail Chapman 31-23. Chapman again comes in 3-3 on the year. Lady Tigers at 5-1. Chapman was led by McKenna Kirkpatrick. She had 11 points, 9 of those in that first quarter. Ashlyn Bledsoe with 10. She has all 10 in that second period. Clay Center, Claire Edwards with 12, 8 of those coming in the first quarter. Addie Mullen hits 2 threes. She has 8 for the Lady Tigers, and they trail 31-23. We're going to take another break. We're going to get ready to hear from Tigers senior wrestler Gavin Ware as the Clay Center Tiger wrestlers get set to head to Rossville tomorrow for that tough Rossville Invitational. We'll hear from Gavin Ware coming up.
Are you considering buying or building a new home in the near future, or are you a first-time home buyer? This is Keith Blake with Union State Bank, and I invite you to come in and visit with me before you make your next home purchase. We have a variety of loan packages available, including construction loans, conventional loans, and loans for the first-time home buyer. Let us help you pick the finance package that works best for you and get you into the new home of your dreams. We work to be your bank, Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
As a third-generation seed company, Oldie Seed has pioneered the development of soil-specific hybrids that thrive in your soils. Our Know to Grow research program is the largest in the Midwest and utilizes advanced technologies including Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link soybeans. Oldie's research program delivers top yields while helping you win the war on resistant weeds. This season, don't settle for anything less than a soil-specific seed from Oldie Seed.
And we're joined by a Tiger senior, the Beast. Gavin Ware is with us as we go into this 2018 portion of the season. First off, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And secondly, what is ahead for you right now? Rossville's coming up, I know, this weekend. Marysville duel in the week ahead. What have you guys been working on coming out of 2017?
We just been doing a lot of basics, just breaking out. Got a little rusty from the break and getting back into shape a little bit.
Now, I know that you are battling a little bit of a illness, under the weather a little bit, and you're working on a knee that's kind of given you some troubles really since last year in reality. Tell us where you're at physically.
I'm all right. It's functional now. I just had a knee. I had a meniscus tear last year, and I had knee surgery, and it took about 6 weeks to get normal, and now I'm having a little bit of connective tissue in there, and I have to break that up, but it'll be fine.
Good deal. And taking a look to 2018, now you're into the heart of the season. I mean, we're just a little more than a month away from regionals. It's hard to imagine it's getting that close. What are the goals you set out for yourself coming into the season? I kind of have an idea from talking to you before, but I guess for you personally and as a team, what are some of the things you guys have talked about?
Well, the team's a lot younger than last year, and we just kind of been trying to do our best. My personal goals, I want to be league champion, region champion, state champion. It's pretty simple for me, and as a team, we just do our best and
get as many as you can to the state tournament. I know that's always a huge goal for you guys year in and year out. You personally, through the first stages of the season, I know you came in ranked number 1. Rankings are only rankings. We know that. Currently ranked number 3 in the state in 4A. How have you kind of felt about your season to this point?
Oh yeah, rankings are just a opinions number. It doesn't really matter, and I've been feeling a little confident. I've lost some of my really good practice partners, but they've been coming with me and working with me, and I've been wrestling with the coaches, and it'll be good, and I think it'll be a good season.
Can you really get a handle on the fact this is your senior year for the Clay Center Tigers? I mean, it goes quick for all of us watching you. How quick has it gone for you as a wrestler?
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm 18. I don't feel like I'm a senior. I feel like I'm maybe sophomore. That sounds right. It just feels like it was a week ago. I was wrestling with my brother 2 years ago, and time flies.
Yeah, it really, really does. Have you thought about what's next for you yourself as far as collegiately, what you're hoping to do?
Oh, I'm so undecided. I might do football. I might do wrestling. I'm looking at all my options, and I need to go on some visits and see what I want.
Well, I'll tell you this. Anyone watching that's looking at this guy, you're going to get a beast and a good one in Gavin Ware, I can tell you that much. Gavin, good luck this weekend in Rossville and the year ahead, and we'll look for that threesome, the NCKL championship, a regional title, and stand on top of that podium at state, okay?
All right, thank you.
Having trouble understanding your internet connection? Just think of it in terms of water. The size of a water hose determines how quickly you get water, and the same goes for your internet. A garden hose pumps out less water than a fire hose, just like a 5 meg connection loads pages slower than a 20 meg. At the end of your hose is a sprinkler, which is equivalent to your router. If your sprinkler is old and clogged, it can only push out so much water, no matter how big of a hose it's connected to. For best results, be sure your router is up to date. For more questions, check out our website at bluevalley.net.
Here at RW Pest Control, being locally owned and operated means taking pride in our community and being thankful to serve and support the areas where we grew up. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may be surprised by how much we can save you. RW Pest Control is a proud supporter of the Clay Center community and Tiger Athletics. Call us today for your free estimate or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com.
Life changes. Then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Carrie Spillman. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Defend, rebound, pass the ball, and score. Basketball is simple. Insurance is too when you turn to me, your Farm Bureau agent Justin Tadman from Clay Center. I'm your go-to agent for auto, home, life, and business insurance. So no matter what life brings, you'll be ready with a game plan that meets all your coverage needs. Talk to me, your Farm Bureau agent Justin Tadman today. I make insurance a layup. Go Tigers. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Back at the Tigers Den, just about set for second half action as the Lady Tigers trail 31-23. Phil Casper in for Rocky Downing tonight. Our studio engineer is Bernie Fansella. Again, Clay Center Lady Tigers down 31-23. Now, as bad as the Lady Tigers look, you have to attribute a lot of that 8-point lead to the Chapman Irish. They played very well. They played very well defensively and really caused the Lady Tigers to make a lot of forced and unforced errors, and hope to see the Lady Tigers make some adjustments after that. They were out of the locker room very quickly and back on the floor and ready to go. So let's get one more 30-second timeout. We'll bring you back for second half action after this.
Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of a job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers, from your fans at Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
It is retro night in the Den tonight. Tiger student section in their retro basketball gear that would make a lot of their dads and, in some cases, granddad's pretty proud. Good to see an active student section just doing a great rendition of the YMCA, along with a lot of help from the Tiger Pep Band. The Clay Center Lady Tigers trail 31-23. Chapman will start off with possession in the second half. And Lady Tigers will go into a zone, the 1-3-1 zone for the Tigers. Chapman trying to get that ball inside. They do. To Bledsoe, nothing there. Now a 3-ball from Davis won't go. Rebound to the Tigers. That was Hannah Ferguson coming out of there. She'll get it to Mullen. Walks it across the timeline. Chapman stays in the man-to-man. Had a lot of success with this defense. Addie Mullen sees a little daylight and now nearly throws it away, but gets it back. Now Hamill out on the right wing. Get pass underneath to Ferguson. Drives the lane and won't get it to go, but she's going to be fouled, I think, by Riley Davis. And that is on Riley Davis, and that is her third. She sat out most of the first period, brought her back in the second, so Hannah Ferguson goes to the line, shooting 2, and hits her first. Ferguson held to 1 point in that first half. Riley Davis is going to come out with 3 fouls. Davis yet to score in this game, but again, has spent much of it on the bench. Second free throw from Ferguson rolls in. The Clay Center cuts it to 6, 31-25. They'll go back to that 1-3-1 zone. Chapman looking inside, not much there. Good job defensively by the Tigers. And now Bledsoe trying to drive it in, nothing there. Kicks it back to Loy, who kicks it to Kirkpatrick from 30. She'll shoot. That's a rebound to Kirkpatrick. Bledsoe rather can't get the reverse lane to go. Here comes Addie Mullen. Down court quickly. Kicks it left side to Callaway. Drives the lane and can't get the shot to go. She showed 3 and then drove the lane. That foul is on Kirkpatrick. And I believe that is her third. And Kirkpatrick with 11 points now has 3 fouls. Sid Callaway shoots her first free throw, and it's good. She now has 3 points. And Clay Center has cut this to a 5-point game. Second one on the way from Callaway, rims out, rebound to Chapman. So 31-26, here comes Chapman down court quickly. Clay Center regroups quickly. Now driving the lane is Bledsoe, and now a charge is going to be called. And if that is on Kirkpatrick, that is 4. No, that won't be on Kirkpatrick. That's on Ashlyn Bledsoe, as Aaron Hamill had set up camp along the baseline and drew that charge from Bledsoe. That is Bledsoe's third. And they're going to bring Riley Davis back in with 3. So you've got 3 players on the floor for Chapman right now with 3 fouls. That's 3 quick fouls again on Chapman. Mullen now underneath to Ferguson. Drives the lane and gets it to go. Backs her way in the lane, and it's 31-28 as Clay Center has come out on a 5-0 run. Top of the key now to Bledsoe underneath baseline. Riley Davis for 3, and she buries it. And that is Riley Davis's first points, and it's 34-28. Chapman now falls back into a zone. Edwards top of the key. Down low. Hamill, 3, yes, and bangs it home. Erin Hamill with her first 3, and it's a 3-point ball game. It's 34-31. Cross-court pass to Souther. Back up top to Loy. Underneath, Souther, baseline. Inside, Kirkpatrick, fall-away jumper, yes. McKenna Kirkpatrick has 13, and it's 36-31. 5.5 left in the third. Addie Mullen will walk it across. 2-3 zone now from Chapman. Mullen, skip pass right side to Hamill. Back to Mullen. Left side Callaway. Underneath to Ferguson. Hamill, her second 3 from the right wing won't go. Rebound. Ferguson put that good. Ferguson now with 6 points in this third period. She has 7 total. 36-33, 5 minutes left in the third. Now driving is Kirkpatrick. Another fall-away jumper. She really has a pretty shot in the lane, and it's 38-33. Mullen across the timeline, right wing Hamill. Up top Callaway. She'll go left side to Mullen. Now Edwards is going to throw it away at the top of the key. Turned and looked to Aaron Hamill, and Aaron Hamill had broke low, and Chapman defender right in the face of Edwards. I don't even think she saw Hamill move, so turnover to Chapman. That Clay Center is going to come out into a man-to-man. 4:30 left in the third. It's 38-33. Right side, Lloyd trying to drive, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball. It's going to be an illegal screen on Chapman. And that is going to be on Ashlyn Bledsoe. Oh, that is going to be on Riley Davis, and that is 4. I didn't see it. It was well away from the play. So 38-33. Davis on the bench with 4. 2-3 zone from Chapman. Mullen has the top of the key. Right side, Callaway looking inside. Now gets it in right elbow to Edwards. Drive. Back to Callaway for 3 from the right side. In and out. Rebound to Chapman. I thought she had that. Just rimmed out. Now down court to Kirkpatrick. Looking. Nothing there. Souther from 15. No, Strong. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off Chapman to Clay Center. .344 left in the third. It's a 38-33 Irish lead. They've led by as many as 10. They led by 8 at half. Clay Center trying to chip away at that lead and get back on top. Clay Center hasn't led since early in the first. Hannah Ferguson from 20 on the right elbow won't go strong. Rebound knocked around. Souther comes up with it. Down court, Anderson underneath to Kirkpatrick. That's going to be knocked away, I think, by Addie Mullen. They're going to get, I'm pretty sure that was on Addie. That is, they did call that on Addie Mullen, and now taken away by Hannah Ferguson and Addie on the inbounds. Here comes Mullen, left side. She's going to drive all the way off glass and good. Addie Mullen made quick work of that. Prior to that, she had picked up her third foul. So 38-35. Here comes Chapman. Down court quickly. Kirkpatrick has it in the lane. Jump shot won't go short. Rebound Mullen. She's going to lose it out of bounds, but they'll say off Kirkpatrick to the Tigers. Kirkpatrick knocked that ball out of Mullen's hands, and now Chapman wants a timeout. 2:48 left in the third. 38-35. Clay Center's got the lead to 3. We'll be back after this.
'Tis the season of reflection, a time to look back over the past year and count our blessings. As Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed celebrates another year of business, they acknowledge their friends, neighbors, and customers that have helped shape them into the company they are today. They continue to be a farmer-focused company, grateful for every opportunity at hand. Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed looks forward to serving you in the new year and helping you succeed in the field.
Fun socks are not just for kids anymore. Meet Dr. Motion. He'll give you, your feet, and your legs a whole new perspective. Dr. Motion compression socks will brighten your day, so why not get a different colorful pair for every day of the week? They're so lively, you'll want to show them off. Come into Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and find a brand new shipment of Dr. Motion compression socks, designed with mild and moderate compression. You'll have happy feet and legs with Dr. Motion from Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
2:48 left in the third. 38-35. Clay Center trails. They trailed 31-23 at halftime. They've been behind as much as 10, and now able to cut it to 3, and they have the ball. 2-3 zone from Chapman. Mullen walks it down to Franson on the right wing. Nearly loses it. Mullen able to recover. Gets it back. Right side back to Franson. Franson looking near steal again. Underneath, Edwards from Ferguson. Edwards drives up and down. Claire Edwards with her 14th point of the game, and we've got a 1-point game, 38-37. Now Chapman with the ball. Souther, skip pass, left side, Loy working her way in, defended by Edwards, won't go. Wild shot, ball loose, and now it's going to go out of bounds. They'll say off-play center as Claire Edwards able to get her hand in there. So a block shot for Edwards. Now Chapman, trouble getting it in. Now Hannah Ferguson knocks it away. Back to ball loose. Ferguson did come up with it. Back to Franson, and Clay Center able to recover and a chance to get that lead back. So Addie Mullen has the top of the key. Chapman will stay in 2-3 zone. Franson, left side, looking baseline, nothing there, and now she's going to be fouled by Brianna Loy. So it'll go out of bounds. Back to Clay Center. But Chapman, a very, very good defensive team. This officiating crew has been very tight both ways with the calls. So Franson out, Hamill in, Hamill inbound to Mullen. Right wing Callaway looking. Inside, Ferguson drives the lane. Floater, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Put back by Hannah Ferguson is good. And Hannah Ferguson with 9 points. She's got 8 in this period. And Clay Center has the first lead since the first period. Their lead 1, and now Chapman throws it away back to Clay Center. Clay Center up 39-38. Lady Tigers led by 1 after the first period, lost that lead, and have just regained it with 1:19 left in the third. 39-38, Clay Center with the ball. Chapman will come back out man-to-man. Ferguson, top of the key, turns, looks, now goes right to Callaway. Kicks it back to Hamill. She's going to bring it back up top. Hamill picks up her dribble, needs help. Skip pass inside Ferguson. Left side to Mullen, 1-3. Now she's going to try driving lane. She's going to take it all the way off glass strong. Rebound to Chapman. Boy, good idea by Addie. It's just a little daylight. Now Chapman will try to get something going on the other end, and now travel is going to be called on Kirkpatrick. So back to Clay Center, and Coach Nick Evans hasn't been happy the entire game, and neither has Coach Jeff Edwards. So 36 seconds left. Clay Center leads 39-38. They may try to hold. We'll see. I don't think Chapman's going to let them. Edwards left elbow. Now she's going to try driving left side, and now she's going to take steps in the lane, and that may have been a makeup call because there wasn't much there. There wasn't a whole lot on the other end when it was called against Chapman, and there wasn't a whole lot there. So Chapman will get it back. 39-38, Clay Center leads. 15 seconds. Souther nearly loses it. Now she's caught. Now she is going to have it taken away by Ferguson. 12 seconds left. Ferguson needs help. Gets it from Addie Mullen, and now Addie Mullen's going to be fouled. And that'll go out of bounds to the Tigers. Not enough yet to the line. That is the 6th team foul on the Irish. 7.2 seconds left. Inbounds to Mullen with 4. Mullen in the lane. Kicks it out to Edwards. Top of the key 3. Good if it goes. Won't go. Clay Center with the rebound and putback, but buzzer sounds, and we're headed to the 4th. Clay Center leads by 1. 39-38 when we come back.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, contact Colton with Frontier Ag Supply, 785-630-0596.
Did your family get some new toys for Christmas that require internet connection? Is your internet speed slowing down to a crawl? Now's the time to accelerate your home's internet speed with Pulse Internet from Twin Valley. Choose between the ability to download and upload 100 megabits per second or up to a gig. Visit the Twin Valley office in Clay Center or Miltonvale to find out if Pulse Internet is available where you live. Lead when it comes to speed with Twin Valley. Call 800-515-3311.
So 16-7 third period puts Clay Center up 39-38 as we head to the fourth. At halftime, it was Marysville 24, Abilene 16. That's a girls' game. And a girls' halftime score, Wamego 12, Concordia 11. That's the last I've heard on either one of those teams. Into three here, 39-38, Clay Center up. They will start with the ball. Mullen has it. Across the timeline, man-to-man from Chapman, and now a three-man weave up top, trying to run the clock. Edwards with it. Back to Callaway. Sid looking right. Now she's going to dribble right. Got a little room in the lane. Goes up strong. Won't go. Rebound fought for. And it's going to be tied up. It'll be jump ball possession to Chapman. (39-38). Fourth quarter just underway. Clay Center with the lead. Souther has it for the Irish. Gets it to Kirkpatrick. Right, Davis, left side, Loy for three. In and out, won't go. Rebound, fought for, and Aaron Hamill comes out of there with it. Here comes Edwards, down court. She's going to kick it to Callaway. Baseline drive. Sid Callaway, yes. What a feed from Clara Edwards to Sid Callaway, and Clay Center's gone up three. 41-38. Souther on the right wing. Picked up by Mullen. Back to Loy. Mullen now on her, and now foul's going to be called on Addie Mullen. That may be Mullen's fourth. Haley Franson will come in. That is Addie Mullen's fourth foul. So back to Chapman. Inbounds to Bledsoe. She's going to try driving left side. She'll stop for 15. Won't go. Ball loose. Tie up. Jump ball. That's possession. Lady Tigers. Good job by Clara Edwards in there fighting for that rebound and getting tied up, I think, with Bledsoe. Inbounds to Callaway. She'll walk it down. Callaway holds. Skip pass top of the key. To Edwards. Left side, Franson. He's going to bring it back up. Loy all over her. Now gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson loses the basketball, and now a foul's going to be called. Ferguson just lost the handle on that basketball, and I think picked up the foul in the process. Nope, they're going to call Clara Edwards with that foul. So Clay Center will turn it back over to the Irish. They lead by 3, 41-38. They trailed by 10 at one time, but scrapped their way back into it. Now Clay Center up by 3. Davis driving baseline, cut off by Ferguson. Back out to Loy, falls to the ground, and they're going to call Haley Franson for a foul, and there wasn't much there. They will call Franson for the block. That's her second, so 4 fouls on the Tigers. Inbounds now to Kirkpatrick, and she's going to be stuffed by Sid Callaway, but they're going to call a foul. That is a tough call. With Sid Callaway, both hands straight up in the air. Kirkpatrick hits the first. Got 16 in this game and cuts the lead to 2. Second free throw on the way and good. Addie Mullen back in, Haley Franson out. And Chapman's going to go to a full court press now. Inbound to Callaway. She gets it across easily. Now numbers on the other end. Callaway will keep it and drive the lane, and she's going to be fouled. Can't get the shot to go, but Chapman really unable to really get anything there. pretty easy break for Clay Center, and Sid Calloway now shoots 2. First free throw up and out. Took a nice spin off the front of the rim and kicked right. So Calloway misses the first. Clay Center leads by 1. Calloway's second free throw is good. So Calloway hits 1 of 2, the lead back to 2. It's 42-40, 6-11 left in this game. Clay Center will now go into a half-court man-to-man. Souther to Loy. Loy tries going left, gets it to Souther on the baseline, dribbles around Hamill, shot up, won't go, rebound knocked around. Loy has it, now caught, and now they're going to say traveling on Brianna Loy as she was trying to fight her way through a crowd and took an extra step trying to get rid of that basketball. So with 5:53 left, Clay Center leads 42-40. And Claire Edwards stands at the other end all by herself. Addie Mullen now comes down and gets that inbound pass. She'll walk it across. Chapman is man-to-man at half court. Edwards on the right side. Back to Mullen. Out on the wing. Picks up her dribble. Needs help. Gets it from Edwards. She's trying to get it back up top and nearly fell and traveled in the process. That's a good call. Again, Clay Center just not able to get into their offense. And Edwards trying to bring it back up and reset and started to fall, and a turnover back to Chapman. So Chapman with the basketball. Loy has it. Inside, Kirkpatrick, 5-footer, won't go, and a charge is going to be called on McKenna Kirkpatrick as Hannah Ferguson set up in there. So ball will go back to the Tigers. Chapman trying to get set up into full course press here, and now Addie Mullen gets away from her defender. Brianna Loy was talking to another player. Inside now to Calloway, who falls to the ground, and they're going to call it travel. And this officiating crew has really lost control of this game. On both ends, there is neither side very happy with this crew right now. So Sid Calloway goes to the ground hard, and no call, but they do call the travel. So Chapman will get it back with 5:09 left. Now shot, right elbow to tie from Kirkpatrick, won't go. Rebound Aaron Hamill. Well, that was a shot that Kirkpatrick did not miss in that first half, and that was uncontested. And Mullen nearly loses it. Hamill there. A lot of contact from Loy. No call. Calloway has it. Little three-man weave between Calloway. Addie Mullen drives lane, left side lay-in. Yes. Clay Center stretched it out to a 4-point lead and a timeout on the floor. 4:40 left in the ball game. 44-40. Clay Center leads when we come back.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
As a third-generation seed company, Oldie Seed has pioneered the development of soil-specific hybrids that thrive in your soils. Our Know to Grow research program is the largest in the Midwest and utilizes advanced technologies including Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link soybeans. Oldie's research program delivers top yields while helping you win the war on resistant weeds. This season, don't settle for anything less than a soil-specific seed from Oldie Seed.
44-40, Clay Center with the lead with 4:40 left in the ball game. Chapman with the ball. Clay Center in that man-to-man defense. Addie Mullen on Loy. Loy gets across the timeline, dribbling right. Now Kirkpatrick, right wing, 1 of 3. Now she's going to drive instead. Now she'll kick it underneath to Riley Davis. Lay in good. and a good look from Kirkpatrick to Riley Davis, and a timeout by Coach Nick Evans. 4:25 left in the game. 44-42. Play Center lead when we come back.
At United Bank & Trust, we get it. Bank hours don't always fit into your schedule. With the United Bank & Trust mobile banking app, you can bank anytime, anywhere. At home, at work, or anywhere in between. You can perform convenient and secure transactions like mobile check deposit, transfer money between accounts, or see your balance instantly. Find it by searching for United Bank & Trust mobile app in your app store. Mobile banking with United Bank & Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's a tech tip from Blue Valley Telecommunications. Do you know what bandwidth is, or megabytes? Bandwidth is the amount of information your internet connection can move. It's described in megabytes or megs. How much bandwidth you need depends upon how many devices you have and what you're going to use your internet for. Your bandwidth speed is split when it enters into your house. If you have only a 5 meg connection with 5 users, each user could end up getting only 1 meg, which can cause things to load really slowly. If you have questions about your speed, give us a call, 877-876-1228.
4:25 left in the game. 44-42. Clay Center leads, trying to get it in. Clara Edwards needs help. She's in danger. Now she does get it in. But Chapman screaming for a 5-second call, and that was close. She did get it in. Mullen ends up with it, walks it across the timeline to Edwards at the top of the key. She holds, turns, looks, inside to Callaway. Back to Ferguson, underneath. Baseline, lay in good. (46-42). Clay Center with the lead. Here comes Chapman. Bledsoe tries driving, and a charge is going to be called as Bledsoe driving in the lane, and it is Clara Edwards again. And that is number 4 on Ashlyn Bledsoe. (46-42). Inbounds to Mullen. Chapman's going to go man-to-man. Loy on Mullen. Mullen gets it across the timeline, looking. Now gets it to Ferguson. Out on the wing. Holds. She'll go right side to Callaway. Tries driving. Nothing there. Kicks it back up to Hamill, who brings it out top. 3:28 left. Hamill picks up her dribble. Skip pass to Edwards up top to help. Now Edwards, left side, tries driving. Spin move in the lane. Shot up won't go, and there's a makeup call on the charge. So they call it on the other end. It was very questionable. And they call it on this end, and it's very questionable. So back to Chapman. It's 46-42. Loy to Bledsoe to Souther. Back to Kirkpatrick. Tries driving in the lane, and now they're going to call a foul. And I think that's on Aaron Hamill. And it is. So this is going to be 1-on-1 for the Irish, and it's going to be McKenna Kirkpatrick. She had 11 points in the first half. She's got 17 total, and now 18. So Kirkpatrick with 18 points. She'll have one more. Kirkpatrick hits the second. And it's 46-44. 3:03 left in the ball game. 46-44. Edwards trying to get it in. Does get it in to Hamill. Hamill now trying to drive around Souther. Gets across the timeline. Near takeaway. Edwards in trouble. Now gets rid of it. Over to Callaway. Callaway top of the key, right wing to Mullen. Inside, Ferguson driving in the lane, and another charge is going to be called. This time on Hannah Ferguson. Peyton Souther now brings it down for Chapman. It's a 2-point game, 2.5 left, 46-44. Driving the lane is Chapman, and that's going to go out of bounds as Lloyd trying to get that over to Ashlyn Bledsoe, and the pass just out of Bledsoe's reach, out of bounds to the Tigers. Claire Edwards trying to get it in. She's going to have to call a timeout. She's going to have to call a timeout, and now she does. As Claire Edwards caught again, and Chapman a good job defensively. 2:26 left in the game, 46-44. Clay Center leads when we come back.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Claire Edwards, second time having trouble getting that ball in, has to take a timeout. 46-44. She'll try again. Looking. Now breaking away is Sid Calloway. Other end. Calloway coast-to-coast lay-in won't go, but she's fouled. So Sid Calloway, a nice job and a nice pass from Edwards to Calloway. That foul's going to be on Lindsay Anderson. They'll send Sid Calloway to the line shooting 2. Anderson's third. Calloway's first free throw is going to be well short. Ball looked like it slipped out of her hand as she picked up her dribble and went above her head. The ball looked like it slipped. She was at the point of no return. Second free throw won't go. Rebound to Chapman. So Clay Center a chance to put a little distance and couldn't do it. And now ball thrown away by Peyton Souther. I'm not sure where that was going. But a break for the Tigers. That'll go right back to Clay Center. It was a bizarre play. Edwards trying to get it in again. Now does this time easily to Addie Mullen. Brianna Lloyd guarding Mullen. That's a good matchup. Both very quick, about the same size. Edwards hands it to Mullen. Now Mullen driving in the lane, and now a foul's going to be called. As Mullen can't get the shot to go, that foul's going to be called on Lindsay Anderson, and that is her fourth with 2:02 left. So, again, Clay Center with a chance at the line to put a little distance between themselves, and Mullen hits the first one. Put a little distance between themselves and the Irish, and Addie Mullen buries the first of 2. Second one on the way, good. So Addie Mullen, 14 points on the night. And Clay Center's gone up 48-44 with 1:59 left. Here comes Loy now to Souther. Back to Loy, top of the key, 3 ball, yes. Brianna Loy buries a 3, and Chapman with a timeout. 1:48 left in the game, 48-47. Clay Center leads by 1 when we come back.
The Citizens National Bank's Friendship Club will be hosting their 2018 kickoff, January 9th, 9 a.m. at the Family Life Center. Hi, this is Linda Reed, and we would like to invite you to join us for a fun and exciting morning. Come and enjoy a pancake breakfast, and Diane will explain the new activities planned for 2018. The Friendship Club is hosting their 26th year of fun and travel. Don't miss out. Please RSVP today by calling the Citizens National Bank. Hope to see you January 9th. Member FDIC.
Well, a 3 ball from Brianna Loy. She had 2 points in the game. She had 2 points in the first quarter and has been quiet since, but that was a huge 3 for Chapman as they've cut the lead to 1. 48-47, full court press on from the Irish. Edwards gets it in to Mullen. Mullen guarded by Souther. Souther will let her bring it across with 1:40. To Edwards, turns at the top of the key, looking, now gets it right to Calloway. Calloway guarded by Anderson. Nearly loses it. Ball loose. Edwards has it. Chapman comes up with it. Here comes Kirkpatrick, other end. Lay in, good. And Chapman's gone up by 1. Another error by the Tigers cost them. Mullen holds 1:05. Here comes Addie Mullen. Drive, skip pass, right side Ferguson. Up and down and good. Down under a minute, 50-49. Clay Center leads by 1. Loy has it for the Irish. To Kirkpatrick. Cross court. To Anderson. 25-footer won't go. Backside rebound. Kirkpatrick won't go. Rebound fought for, and a foul's going to be called. Oh, they're going to call Sid Calloway, I think. No, they're going to call Kirkpatrick on the foul, on the rebound, and that, I think, is going to be 5 for Kirkpatrick, and she is some kind of player. .21 points for the sophomore who fouls out, very upset with herself. Coach quickly over, and, boy, she is something else. So Sid Calloway will stand at the other end with 42 seconds. Clay Center with a 1-point lead. And Sid Calloway shooting 2. Clay Center in the double bonus. Calloway's first one won't go. Sid Calloway has just gone cold. Second free throw from Sid is good. So 51-49. There's 42 seconds left in this ball game. Lloyd down quickly on the baseline. In trouble. Now gets it back out. Davis loses it in the lane. Kicks it to Souther with 32. Souther throws up a prayer from 3, and Addie Mullen fouls her. And that is going to be they're saying 1-1. I'm a little confused. We'll see what she's got here. She was outside the 3, but they're saying 1-1. So they're saying before the shot, regardless, she buries it. So Peyton Souther looked to me like she was beyond the arc on the right side, but they called it a 1-1, so it must have been before the shot. Second free throw won't go, but rebound by Davis. 51-50 with 27 seconds left. Souther, cross-court Loy, guarded by Franson. And now a foul's going to be called. They're calling a foul on Erin Hamill. Erin Hamill over asking what she did, and I have had the same question, as does Coach Jeff Edwards. So that's going to send Brianna Loy to the line shooting 2. This will be double bonus, so she'll be shooting 2. First free throw up and won't go. So Loy now with a chance to tie with 21 seconds. Second free throw won't go. Rebound Sid Calloway with 20. Edwards across the timeline holding. They've got a foul, and now Chapman fouls Clara Edwards. With 14 seconds left, it is a 51-50 Tiger lead. So 2 shots for Clara Edwards. Edwards' free throw is good. So a 2-point lead, 52-50. Second one from Clara Edwards is good. And the freshman hits both, and Clay Center with a timeout. 14 seconds left, 53-50. Clay Center leads when we come back.
TSI Kansas and Clay Center is looking for experienced, professional, over-the-road drivers to join our team. If you're looking for those big company benefits but want small company values, give us a call. Great pay and home time are just the few things we offer. Let us put you on the open road to a career, not just another job. At TSI Kansas, you'll find open doors and a friendly staff. Call Heather in recruiting at 785-632-5183. Ask her about the $2,000 sign-on bonus.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
14.7 seconds left. 53-50. Clay Center leads. Abilene girls have beaten Marysville 46-43. That is a final. Inbounds to Loy. Guarded by Hamill, and now a timeout as we get across the court. We'll see if this is a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. 11 seconds left. 53-50. Clay Center leads when we come back.
Place your order now for next spring's crops and save a bundle. Count on Crop Production Services of Clay Center for the best quality corn and soybean seed. Their proven brands include DeKalb, Asgrow, Dynagro, Producers Hybrids, and LG. If you order now, you can take advantage of early cash and volume discounts, and they also have financing available. The agronomists at CPS stay current on the ever-changing field of seed technology, so they can provide well-informed advice to help increase your productivity.
Timeout by Chapman as they get the ball across half court. They'll set up a play. 53-50. Clay Center leads. 11 seconds left. Again, Abilene girls have beaten Marysville 46-43. Abilene down by 14 in that game. Came back and gave Marysville their first loss of the year. Both teams now with one loss on the year. Marysville 7-1. Abilene 6-1 on the season. Chapman back on the court, ready to go. Clay Center breaks huddle. They're back on the court. We'll see what they do. They will go into a zone, into a 2-1-2. Inbounds, and Chapman loses it out of bounds on the inbound pass. It was inbound pass to Ashlyn Bledsoe, and she just broke before she had the ball. So back to Clay Center, so you would expect on the inbound, Chapman will foul immediately if Haley Franson can get it in. Trying to get it in. Now does get it in to Erin Hamill with 8. Hamill trying to dribble, and now she is going to be fouled. And 2 seconds ticking off before Chapman able to get a foul. So Erin Hamill will go to the line. She has 3 points on the night. 1 3-ball. And a chance to put this away. So Hamill will shoot 2. Both teams in the double bonus. Chapman and Clay Center will both put 2 back. Hamill's first free throw, good. And now everybody from Clay Center will go back, and Hamill will have one more, and the junior shows ice at the line. One more from Hamill, and strong. Rebound to Chapman. Clay Center's just going to back off with 3 seconds left. Down court, long bomb from Loy, and Clay Center wins it 54-50 over a tough Irish team. Clay Center wins it 54-50. We'll bring you back right after these.
Here at RW Pest Control, being locally owned and operated means taking pride in our community and being thankful to serve and support the areas where we grew up. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may be surprised by how much we can save you. RW Pest Control is a proud supporter of the Clay Center community and Tiger Athletics. Call us today for your free estimate or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com.
One day they're playing grown-up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expenses may seem out of reach. We can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Carrie Spielman. Let's work together on strategies to help you tackle growing college expenses. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street in Clay Center for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We've moved. Stop by and visit me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman, at the new Farm Bureau Financial Services location in Clay Center. Our location has changed, but you can still count on the same great service you've come to expect from us. To learn more about how we make it simple to protect what's most important to you, your family, home, car, and future, stop by our office at 535 Court Street in Clay Center today. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of a job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers, from your fans of Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Well, the Clay Center Lady Tigers, a tough, hard-fought NCKL win over a very tough Chapman team that's going to make some noise this year around the league. Clay Center wins at 54-50. Now, Clay Center led by 1 at the end of the first. They trail by 8 at halftime. They come back and have a big third quarter. They're up by 1 at the end of 3, 39-38, and back and forth. They got up by as many as 6 in that final period, but just couldn't put it away. But finally, Clay Center wins it on a couple of Aaron Hamill free throws at the end, 54-50. For Chapman, they were led by McKenna Kirkpatrick. She fouled out in the fourth with 21 points, 10 from Ashlyn Bledsoe, 9 from Peyton Souther, and then 5 each from Brianna Loy and Riley Davis. Clay Center led by Claire Edwards. She had 16. 12 of those came in the first half. 14 from Addie Mullen. 13 from Hannah Ferguson. She had 12 in the second half. 7 from Sid Calloway and 5 from Aaron Hamill. She had those two big, from Aaron Hamill. She had 5 in that ball game. Clay Center wins it 54-50. Getting set for the Clay Center boys game. Tigers come in at 1-5. Chapman comes in at 3-3. Again, Clay Center Lady Tigers win it. They move to 6-1. They win it 54-50. We'll be back with Clay Center Tiger boys pregame after these.